Welcome to the Etsy Entrepreneur Podcast, where sellers can get help starting, building, and growing their Etsy business so that they can make extra money pursuing their passion. Are you ready to get the tips and strategies you need to be successful? Then let's get started. Here is your host, a top 1% full-time Etsy seller, LL.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Etsy Entrepreneur Podcast. Got a fantastic episode for you guys today. What I want to talk about specifically is Etsy SEO tips for newbies or for beginners. But even if you are a more advanced seller or an intermediate seller, you can probably get something out of this and just make sure that your foundation is solid, because it's easy to get into bad habits or make mistakes. Which compound, your success or your ability to get as much success as you would probably want to get, from your shop and traffic and stuff like that. So that's what I want to hit on today. That's a big one. SEO is always a topic of conversation. It is important. It's not super sexy. It's not necessarily a fun thing to talk about. We want to talk about sales. We want to talk about all this exciting stuff, creating stuff, but SEO is vital to our success in the e-commerce world, whether you're selling on Etsy or not. So the first thing I want to talk about is what the two main components of Etsy SEO. What makes up Etsy SEO mainly is your shop itself and then your listings. So as far as your shop itself, what I want to talk about is your shop setup and your shop sections specifically. One mistake that a lot of new people make is they don't fill out all their shop sections, and it really hinders their success. So you want to make sure to fill out your shop sections because it will help you with Etsy SEO. A lot of people jump to just doing their listings and then wanting to sell stuff. But unfortunately, if you don't have your shop set up correctly or at all, it's really going to be hard to make any money on Etsy. So I want to encourage you to make sure your shop sections are set up because it will help the look of your shop. Once people come to your shop, they're going to see that it is set up. It looks professional. They're going to feel more confident about buying from you. And then also, Etsy's algorithm likes to send traffic to shops that are complete because, again, they're going to assume that if it's a complete shop, all the shop sections are complete, that is going to be a better buying experience, which it will. So your shop sections include your banner image, your logo, your announcement section, your shop members, your about section, and your policies section. The policies is a big one. Can't stress that one enough. Make sure you guys have shop policies in there. Now, Etsy does give a template shop policies that you can just activate, or you can edit certain parts of it, such as processing time and stuff like that. So they've made it super simple to have shop policies. All you have to go in and do is activate it from your shop manager. So just go through, revisit your shop, make sure all your sections are filled out. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can always go back and update them later. I'm sure you guys will want to update stuff from time to time anyways, just to keep your shop fresh. You shouldn't ever put your shop sections and then never touch them again. That's a mistake. You want to make sure that you're going back every couple of months to make sure that the stuff is still current. And you may put stuff up in your shop sections that isn't current anymore that you need to switch out. So just go back. If you haven't looked at it in a while, go back and look at it. If you're a new person and haven't actually set anything up, make sure you guys are setting that stuff up because it will hurt your SEO. The second thing that I want to talk about is your listings. And this is what people really think about when they think about Etsy SEO is their listings. That's where the bread and butter of SEO is because you have keywords and you have your listings. So again, you want to make sure from an SEO standpoint, outside of your keywords, that your listing is set up appropriately. You want to make sure that there's pictures, more than one preferably. There's 10 picture spots. Try to use all of them. If you can, getting your picture of your item in different angles so people can see every angle of it. They can see how big it is. They can see the detail. Make sure you have pictures in there. Make sure your listing descriptions are filled out. Don't have a 2 or 3 word description. That doesn't look very good. People aren't going to have a lot of confidence in buying from you if you just say this item is great. So make sure your listing is description is filled out. The goal of your listing description is to answer any question before a customer would have it. So make sure you're answering all questions about your item, the specs, who the item's for, what situation is it good for, washing instructions, anything like that. Make sure your description is filled out. Outside of that, make sure your processing times are correct. Make sure your shipping information is correct, which you can't publish an item without putting that stuff in there. So you just want to make sure that your stuff is correct. And then you also want to make sure your listing categories and attributes are filled out. If they're applicable, if I can say that, to what you guys are selling and applies to what you're selling, make sure you're using the drop downs and filling out your listing attributes. Depending on what niche you're in, it will give you different listing attributes and different categories to choose from. So make sure you're choosing the one that's most appropriate and your attributes that apply to your listing. Because if you don't have those filled out, it will hurt you SEO wise, because people, if they're not using the search bar, they're going to sort by attributes and categories, and you're going to get sorted and filtered out. So that's what you don't want to do. The last thing is the keywords. So the main thing with your listing keywords, you want to make sure that you're using multiple keywords, strong, high quality keywords in your listing title and tags. So try to use something that is specific in your title. Etsy prefers long tail keywords, which is 3 or more keywords put together to form one keyword. Pendant necklace is not a long tail keyword. Gold chain pendant necklace is a long tail keyword. It helps narrow your search, helps put your listing in front of people that are more likely to buy it, because they're going to be searching for something more specific. From there, think of different high quality keywords you can also add in your listing to fill out your title so it's complete and got lots of high quality keywords. The more high quality keywords, the more traffic you're going to get, and hopefully the more purchases. From there, you want to try and put those high quality keywords in your tags. Some of them may not fit, so you may have to break up your tags into multiple tags, but make sure you guys are using all of your tags. That is another big mistake that beginners make, especially. Every tag is the presents the possibility for someone to find your listing. So every tag goes out to an audience of people, a group of people, potential customers. So every tag you don't use takes away a chunk of audience, a chunk of customers that could be coming to buy from you. So make sure that you guys are adding in all of your tags and try to make them high quality. You can always fix and update them. Do research later on to get better tags, better keywords. So that's it, guys. Those are the main components for newbies that they miss that really hurts their shop's success. Even intermediate sellers miss some of that stuff. So go back in, look at your shop, do a refresh. You should always be doing that anyways. You don't want to ever let your shop get stagnant. But if you set the right foundation at the beginning, it will set you up for success a lot faster than having to go back over time and having to fix all that stuff after you realize your shop isn't performing at all. All right, so hopefully you guys got a lot out of that. Check out the links below if you want to enroll for a free 30-day trial in my Etsy Traffic and Sales Masterclass. I've helped hundreds of Etsy sellers just like you enroll in there and take their shops to the next level, grow their traffic, grow their sales. The game-changing part of the masterclass, outside of the 20 walkthrough videos and growing, there's I think 22 or 3 videos, I'm always adding new videos in there, is the community help forum, which you can get any question answered at any time, work with me directly. And then the real game changer is live member-only coaching calls once a month. So you can get help live, work with me, and see other sellers, communicate as a group, work together to drive your shop forward. So check out the link below, get your free trial, get in there. Let's take your shop to the next level. But that's it, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Have an awesome rest of your day.